Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. Today is Friday, so happy Fibro Friday. I hope your Friday is wonderful. I hope the week preceding it was wonderful, and I hope the weekend to follow is wonderful for you. So, I am reviewing 5 items that I absolutely love during this transition from warmer to cooler weather. This is my least favorite time of year, as I've mentioned in numerous videos over numerous years. But that being said, we press on because life goes on anyway. Some of these items I have mentioned before, all of them, as far as relevant links, you'll see in the description box so that you can get them. Okay. First item that I love to have this time of year is a weighted mask. This is fantastic if you experience some headaches from air pressure changes, perhaps sinus related things. This is fantastic. The counter pressure on this can really help with headache and that kind of pain issue. You can also, as my doctor recommended, put essential oils on here if you know that there's a certain aroma that relaxes you. You can put it on here. Just make sure it's on the side that's not touching the skin, and that can be wonderfully therapeutic for relaxation purposes. Just great to have. I love it. I also noticed that my eyes can get tired a bit, especially if I'm focusing a lot on my computer and things. This is wonderful for forcing your eyes to rest. So, this is great. It also helps with sleep. Something about a weighted eye mask, just like a weighted blanket, really contributes to good sleep. So if you find that the seasonal changes kind of messes with your sleep cycle, this might be something to include. And again, links to everything will be in the description box. I'll also try to link the video where I first reviewed this somewhere overhead. The next thing that I really love this time of year is Epsom salt for soaking. Of course, I love to pour some in a bath, soak in it, relax. It can be really helpful if you notice that you're having aches and pains related to seasonal changes, but also because this is magnesium, it's really great if you are magnesium deficient, because magnesium is one of those few minerals that is better absorbed topically than ingested. So, yes, if you want to take a magnesium tablet or something like that, that's fine. And your doctor may even recommend it, and it makes sense. But applying magnesium or submerging the body in it can be really helpful for getting the magnesium into your system. So, Epsom salt is great. As you can see, it's already open. But yes, love that. And I just realized the clip on here is a binder clip. But so long as it keeps it in, I don't care. The next thing that I really enjoy this time of year, a hairbrush. Now, if you're thinking this is for my hair, this does not touch my hair at all. This is for scratching because I have peripheral neuropathy in my hands and feet. They tend to get irritated, especially during the weather changes for me, though I know many people suffer through it all year. I definitely suffer with it all year. But I notice as the weather's changing, my skin is adjusting to the temperature changes. I'm adjusting to the temperature changes and the atmospheric changes, and the nerve endings in my hands and feet kind of go crazy. This is fantastic. It has the cushion in the form of the paddle. I literally just use this wherever. I do have a wire wig brush that does not have these little rubber tips on the end. That feels incredible, especially on my feet. But because the skin can be a little dry, a little sensitive. Sometimes I just want to be a little more careful. This rubber tipped situation on a paddle brush is great. This is really inexpensive. I believe this was from the Dollar Tree many years ago. Um, I'll find you one online to link below. But believe me, you can find this at any place that sells brushes and combs for cheap, and probably get it for $1 or $2, honestly. You won't need my link for this unless you really just can't find it. So that is the third item. The fourth item, which I really, really love, and this one I should have a separate video on it, and I Will, I guess, eventually do a separate video on this item, is this. It's a knee pillow. And I got this off of Amazon several years ago. As you can see, this is well worn. The cover, I've washed it who knows how many times over the years. I put this between my knees when I'm sleeping many, many nights, especially when the weather is cooler, because my body just doesn't like cool weather. And what I notice is if I don't have the knee pillow, the inside of my knees touching is quite uncomfortable. So I'll use this pillow. It aligns the body. It's great for making sure the knees don't touch because, of course, if you have fibromyalgia and if you are someone that has those tender points, you'll know that a very common place for those tender points is on the interior knee, right? So when they touch, it is not a good thing. I use this to help with that. And that, like I said, aligns the body as well. It is fantastic. Many, many nights my sleep has been saved by this knee pillow. Definitely got this off of Amazon, and we'll link this one in the description box for you. The last thing that I absolutely love, and it's really not a tool. Well, it is a tool, I guess, because it is something that I use that is helpful. Ginger mints. This is not my usual brand. My mom came home with these, but they're fine. Okay, so these are ginger mints. What I've noticed is that many of us who deal with symptoms from fibromyalgia may also have other issues going on. What else is new, right? One thing that I've noticed is that I get a little more motion sick than I used to pre-diagnosis or pre-symptoms. I never got motion sickness. I could read books while in a car. I could, do crossword puzzles, whatever. And then as my symptoms started to show up, I noticed nausea, occasional hot flashes, all of the things. And one thing that I learned was to keep some ginger mints in my purse at all times so that if I felt a little queasy, I was ready. Now, you may not have that symptom, and I pray you don't. But if you do, ginger mints can be a wonderful deterrent to any kind of nauseous feeling, especially if you're someone who notices that during the change of seasons, your body is just more sensitive in general. And sometimes you just have a hard time because your body's going through so many other things. That's a wonderful thing to have on hand, especially if you've had instances of nausea before. If you're someone that's traveling a bit during the cooler months, like I do, I will be going into my office a bit more. Holidays are coming, all of that. If you're someone having all of those experiences, ginger mints can be fantastic to keep on you to keep any kind of motion sickness at bay. Though I will say it's not a 100% cure. You may need something else, but it can certainly help you feel better if nausea is something you occasionally deal with. So, those are my items. Let me look back. Let's see, we've got my eye mask, my Epsom salt, my brush, my knee pillow, and my ginger mints. Those 5 items really important for me as we transition to this cooler season. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There are 2 honorable mentions, and I'm only mentioning them honorably because I need to reorder these 2 items. One is a neck traction pillow. I love that. I have had one before. I went to inflate it a couple of weeks ago, and something happened with the tube where the air comes in. So it's like completely severed, and there was no need to try to replace it. Or to replace the tube, that is. I will replace the whole pillow. So I have to reorder that. And my heating pad is a big one. I love an electronic heating pad. Mine, I have no idea where it is. I have no idea. So I would hunt around for it. But the truth is, I may have given it away. I can't remember what happened to it. I had it 2 or 3 years ago, and I haven't seen it in the past 2 years. And I do not want to layer 3 and 4 blankets just to get the same effect. So I will be ordering another one of those. I will order both of those. I will do a review definitely on the traction pillow, and I'll do a review on the knee pillow too, just telling you more about that in another video. So that is it for today. Please tell me, what do you find absolutely crucial as the weather changes? What really helps you with this transition? I'd love to hear about it. Please leave it in the comments, and I will talk to you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.